Hey there. Hey, have you ever hit a goal, landed a win, or had something finally start working? And instead of feeling excited, you felt anxious, exhausted, or like you wanted to pull back? Well, guess what? You're not alone and you are not broken. Your nervous system just thinks that success is dangerous. And once you understand why, everything else starts to make sense. And if you've been beating yourself up for this, stay with me. In this video, I'm going to show you why your nervous system sees success as a threat, what the upper limit problem actually is, and one simple practice you can use today to start retraining your system so winning finally feels safe. All right, so let's dive in. Hey, I'm Coach Nate, certified life and mindset coach. Spent most of my life stuck in survival mode, self-sabotaging jobs, relationships, and just about every opportunity that came my way until I finally understood why. Now, I help coaches, creators, and entrepreneurs break free from survival mode, perfectionism, and self-sabotage so success finally feels safe. All right, let's dive in. All right, so why do you self-sabotage? If things tend to fall apart right when they start going well, this isn't self-sabotage in the way that you think. It's your nervous system trying to keep you safe. And once you see this, everything changes. Does this sound familiar to you? You hit a milestone, you land a client, you make progress, and instead of celebrating, you feel anxious, tense, exhausted. Something's off, right? You should feel excited and good, but there's something inside that's just not hitting you right where it should. On the outside, it looks like success. On the inside, it feels wrong. So this isn't a character flaw. This isn't laziness. It's not lack of discipline. And it's not you being broken or that there's something wrong with you. This is protection. Your nervous system learned this pattern for survival, not failure. All right, quick note about me. I am not a licensed mental health professional. I'm a certified life and mindset coach who spent decades in therapy, self-work, and lived transformation. Everything I share is educational and experiential, not diagnosis or treatment. If you need clinical support, please seek a qualified provider. All right, so the upper limit problem. Let's talk about this. Your nervous system loves familiar. Even when familiar equals struggling, unfamiliar equals threat. Bottom line, familiar pain feels safer than unfamiliar success. And this is what Gay Hendricks calls the upper limit problem from his book called The Big Leap, which I highly, highly recommend you read today. And then when you get done reading it, read it again. When you exceed what your nervous system is used to, more money, more visibility, more ease, your body hits the alarm, slams on the brakes. Something's off, something's not right. And this is really, really critical and important as we move forward and understanding why this is happening. Okay, so that alarm shows up as procrastination, perfectionism, overthinking, playing small, self-sabotage. These aren't flaws, these are safety strategies. Your brain makes sabotage sound logical, responsible, even smart, but it's just trying to pull you back into what feels familiar. And I want to point out here that's not on here is that you're not consciously doing this. You're not setting up, waking up and saying, "Oh, I can't wait to, self-sabotage all the success that I have today." It's all happening behind the scenes, and that's really why it's so hard for people to break out of this because it's just like this automatic nervous system response. All right. So yeah, let's talk about a little bit about my story here real quick. So I lived in survival mode pretty much my whole life. I've read books, tons of books, workshops, gone to therapy throughout my whole life on and off, but still hit the same ceiling, just on this, would do well, self-sabotage, start doing well, self-sabotage. I still keep hitting that same ceiling, hitting that upper limit problem every time. One moment that shows up perfectly when I was a kid, probably around 6 or 7. I was in karate. I was doing really well at it. I loved it. I enjoyed it. I was feeling proud about myself. I was confident. But the day that was a family event, I remember it was like a Saturday where all the family, you bring your parents to come and watch and family, kind of a presentation. So the day my stepdad came to watch, I quit. I refused to go. I not only quit that day, but I just quit karate completely, even though I loved it. Now, because my body believed if I go out there and try, he will find something wrong, and I can't handle that feeling again. He wasn't mean. He was a perfectionist, extreme perfectionist, and he was extremely hard on himself, and that spilled over onto me. So he was very critical and judgmental, and like to a child, someone that you look up to and love says something, like now it probably wouldn't be a big deal, right? I'd tell him to go fly a kite. But as a child, when you put so much of your weight and emphasis on what this person says and thinks, it was so strong that I quit. And that has been playing out my whole life. So this was, like it says, the pattern followed me everywhere. Start something I love, get good at it, feel momentum, and then quit before anyone can judge me, before I can be criticized, before I can be hurt, right? So there's absolutely no way I would have built this channel or this community from my old operating system. I want to talk more and more about the operating system because that's a big part of my framework here. So my YouTube channel, my school community, none of that would have been possible had I continued to stay stuck in this self-operating, in my old operating system. All right, so self-sabotage is not the enemy. It's just outdated protection. It's built when you were younger, but it's running your adult life. It worked then, but it limits you now. Now, here's the thing. We don't shame it. We update it. Okay? There's no blame. There's no shame. Here, we're just going to take ownership of it, and we're going to update it. We're going to rewrite it. So what's the solution? So the goal isn't confidence. The goal is capacity. Small sips of success. Teach the body safety, not force the mind. So if you train safety, not hype, right? There's so much hype. There's so much stuff out there that's just like, and I'm not saying it's not bad stuff out there, but it's like, if you don't, like it can only take you so far. Like you can't, just having a positive mindset and having all the confidence in the world isn't necessarily going to last, right? We want something here that's actually going to work and last, to actually feel good. Like it says, this isn't mindset work. This is nervous system work. Okay. All right. So here's something really simple you can do. This is 60 seconds. Next time you get a compliment, land a client, or finish a task, pause for 10 seconds. Let it land. Like look around, feel your feet, breathe. Let it land in your body, right? Let it land. Take it in. Look around, feel your feet. Actually feel it like in your body instead of dismissing it, diminishing it, brushing it off. It's a very simple thing. Okay, so good doesn't equal danger. It's a very small little thing, but it can start retraining yourself. And just notice what you do when you do have something good that happens. Like really start to notice what your body does when something good happens. What does your body do? Like, how do you deal with compliments? How do you deal with you worked really hard and you get a client or you get something done and you're like, yeah, do you even acknowledge yourself? Do you even recognize that you're like that you made this accomplishment? Okay. All right. So what you're doing here is you're literally teaching your body that success doesn't mean something bad is about to happen. All right. All right. So self-sabotage, remember this. Self-sabotage equals protection. Familiar struggle feels safer than unfamiliar ease. You're not broken. You're definitely not alone. And you can retrain safety. And this is why willpower alone never works. All right. If you're still here, thank you for still being here. And it tells me that you are resonating with this, which is good. So let's keep going. Look, you're not lazy. You're not broken. You're not failing. You're protecting something that once mattered, and that's not weakness. That's just proof you survive, right? And now you get to choose differently. You're an adult now. You get to rewrite your new operating system however you want to write it as an adult, instead of trying to continue to live in the operating system that you wrote as a child. Okay? All right. If you're still watching, you're not just watching, you are ready to stop blaming yourself, ready to understand your patterns, and ready to do something different. And I built something for people exactly like you. All right, so welcome to Safe to Win, a free community for real breakthroughs. This isn't another motivational echo chamber. This is where we're going to learn about your operating system, how your operating system was built, identify the protection patterns keeping you stuck, rewrite the code together safely, support each other through real messy growth. This isn't about perfection. This is progress over perfection. Okay? All right, so inside the school community, you have the free 5-day operating system reset challenge, tools to identify and interrupt self-sabotage, a community of people doing the actual work, live support, real accountability, zero BS. So this is where breakthroughs happen, not because I have all the answers, because you're finally in a space where it's safe to change. This is not for everyone. I do want to make this very clear here. There's no shortcuts here. There's no surface level BS. There's no quick fixes. This takes honesty, courage, and practice. You will be supported, but you have to show up and do the work. If you're looking for hacks, mantras, or magic pills, this probably isn't for you. But if you are ready to stop fighting yourself and actually do the inner work, you will be supported every step of the way. Okay? Here's my disclaimer again. Same as I said before, I'm not a licensed mental health professional. I'm a certified life and mindset coach who spent decades in therapy, self-work, and lived transformation. Everything I share is educational and experiential, not diagnosis or treatment. If you need clinical support, please seek a qualified provider. Okay? All right, so what I actually want to show you, since I'm in, I can actually flip over and just give you just a real quick overview of my school community here. So let's take a look. The link will be in the description below. And if you are getting something out of this video and you're enjoying it, please like and subscribe. Going to be more videos like this all around this topic here. So as you can see, you can come to my community. You can click join the group. There's a video here you can watch. Just kind of gives you a breakdown of what it's all about. So you go to the classroom, and I'll show you here, and I haven't logged in yet, but I will log in a second just to give you kind of a breakdown. All right. So let's go back to the classroom. Just like a high level overview. Okay. So really very self-explanatory. Start here, read this first. This is going to give you everything you need to know. What the community is, what to expect, why you're here, final reminder. Okay. So definitely start there. And there's places you can post. If you've never been in school before, it's a great platform for all kinds of things. Okay. But if you have, then great. Now, in here, this is the Safe to Win 101 core concept. So this is where you're going to want to do this before you start taking the 5-day challenge. Okay. It is basically the prerequisite. So I definitely don't jump straight to the 5-day challenge. This is going to really set the stage for you and give you the vocabulary and the understanding of everything that you need so that the 5-day challenge you can get the most out of it. Okay? So then here's the 5-day challenge. Just breaks it down for you, every step, and there'll be action steps in there for you. And here's background on me. So if you want to get to know a little bit more about me, my credentials, and so forth, that's all there for you. And then here, if you want to work with me one-to-one, you can reach me through here as well. I have, right now, I have a Calendly link down at the bottom here where you can open that up, and that'll bring you to my Calendly page to schedule one-to-one time with me. Okay? All right. So let's jump back over here. So I mentioned that one-to-one coaching, compassion, accountability, and and there's coaching in the school community as well. So there'll be like group coaching, live sessions like that. And right now, again, there is no cost for any of this. You can literally join my school community right now. You can jump in, you can start reading the work, you can start really digging into digging into this stuff. So remember, you're not broken. You are not behind. You're just running an old operating system that kept you safe once, but limits you now, right? It's just holding you back. It's literally preventing you from really your true your true capacity and true capabilities in life. Okay. Now you get to choose differently at your pace with support. Okay. All right. So thank you for listening. Go ahead and hit like, subscribe, turn on notifications because I will be, like I said, getting more videos out there. And if you stuck to the end of this, definitely watch my videos. If this is resonating with you, like I said, I've spent my whole life battling this and struggling to figure this out and break out of this, just this nightmare. And all of the things that I've done throughout my life have been helpful. They have been extremely helpful. They've kind of, but this to me was the thing that sort of flipped the switch. It really flipped the big switch to this understanding, so that I can actually, again, create this and break out and work with people and do what I love to do, which is working with people and coaching people. So again, none of that would be possible if I continue to try to operate with this operating system that I created when I was, 7 years old. Like it just doesn't work. It doesn't feel good. And so that's what I'm here for. Reach out and jump in the community and try it out. Take it at your own pace. I'm here for you. The community will be here for you. Okay. All right. Take care, and we'll see you on the inside. Thanks for listening.